Hello, this is a special YouTube edition of the Scottish Independence podcast. It's just a short thing that happened a couple of nights before the referendum. You see, I was in my friend's house and he got a call from a Better Together canvasser trying to convince him to vote no. Strangely enough, like a number of other people, he's actually ex-directory, but these Better Together people seem to have the numbers of the ex-directory, and not only that, they called from a number in Cambridge and didn't actually hide the number. They were calling from down south. But those couple of little facts aside, I'll let you hear how it went. Now the problem here is that when the call came, by the time I'd got the microphone ready and next to the phone, he'd already got a head of steam up, and I was trying to tell him just to pretend to be undecided so we could hear what they were coming out with, but unfortunately the thing was already too far advanced by that point. So here's what was said anyway, and I'll add a couple of subtitles for the bits that aren't particularly clear on the recording.
Find out more about stuff and make a decision for themselves. I think that's the main thing. Whereas a lot of the people that are voting no tend to be head in the sand, hands over the ears, and they've made no attempt to find things out for themselves. They've skim-read, or they've just glanced at headlines on the bus on the way to work, or things like that. I think it's just a massive process of empowerment.
Yes, I agree with lots of, swinging opinions either way, and it's one on they by just headlines and stuff rather than looking at the detail. But we're obviously concerned mainly about the currency and the defence of our country, and if we leave the UK it could be never gone back on.
In Scotland, the defence of the UK is not really our issue. Our issue is the defence of our country, and they've got a better chance of defending it and defending the UK, Europe, the world, if there's no nuclear weapons there. There's no need for a massive army. The army's been scaled back in the UK by thousands per year since the 50s, since the Suez crisis, which any no campaigner would surely be able to tell you. So pressing the buttons of potentially being attacked by non-existent enemies doesn't really work anymore. Currency, that's a non-starter as well. Everybody knows the pound's going to be used, so
The pound's going to continue to be used if it's got to break away, you mean, or?
Yeah, I'm sure that Scotland will continue to use it, as well England.
Yeah, I think certainly will. I'm not sure whether we will Scotland, but no.
Well, Mervyn King apparently said that this week.
I see.
So he seems to know what he's on about. Pragmatism rules over any stubbornness, I think.
Yeah. Okay, no, fair enough. Just every country wants to impress himself and his best, but really appreciate your time anyway.
Okay.
Cheers.
Good luck. Cheers.
Good time. Cheers.
Thanks for your time.
So there you go, that's all I've got of that. I wish I got more, but that's the way it goes. This show always finishes on a tune, so I'm dedicating this one to all these political apparatchiks who, with the connivance of the media, managed to delay Scottish independence for a while. But that's all it was. Delay. And here's what they're missing.
You know, I was walking down the streets of New York City just the other day. I met a man, an elderly man. He approached me. He said, "Lee, I have quite a bit of money. I'm very rich." He said, "But with all my money, there seems to be something still missing from my life." He looked at me, he said, "Maybe you can help me. Maybe you can tell me what it is that I'm missing." I looked at him. I said, "Mister, sure, I can tell you. I said, what you're missing, I hate to tell you, but with all your money, you can't buy it. I say, and me as a friend, even if I wanted to, I couldn't give or lend you any. He said, well, what it is, tell me what it is. I say, mister, I hate to tell you. I said, listen. And just then we began to hear voices ringing. He said, well, what are they saying? I say, well, you honestly want me to tell you? He said, yeah, tell me what it is. I'm so confused. I looked at him, and just then a tear began to roll down my cheek. I said, mister, what they're saying is soul. He said, what? I say, they said soul. You got to have soul.